Donald Trump and his administration, they are resolutely defending Trump's claim that the US strikes obliterated Iran's nuclear program.
It has also hit back at accounts that Iran may have moved enriched uranium elsewhere before the US bombing.
Now, Trump has slammed media reports on a classified report that doubted the extent of damage to Iranian nuclear sites. Trump has announced that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and top Pentagon officials will hold a major news conference on Thursday to defend the great American pilots who carried out a perfect mission.
At the NATO press conference in the Netherlands, Trump publicly reprimanded the analysts who prepared the report, claiming it wasn't finished and should have been withheld until they actually knew the answer.
It was so bad that they ended the war. It ended the war. Somebody said in a certain way that it was so devastating, actually. If you look at Hiroshima, if you look at Nagasaki, that ended a war too. This ended a war in a different way, but it was so devastating.
Hegseth and National Security Advisor Marco Rubio stepped forward at NATO to denounce attempts by leakers to spin the intelligence, stressing that the early assessment was labelled low confidence. Now, the White House also circulated a short statement attributed to the Israeli Atomic Energy Commission that said that the US strikes on Iran's fortified nuclear facility in Fordo destroyed the site's critical infrastructure and rendered the enrichment facility inoperable.
While the statement was much closer in tone and substance to Trump's position, but stopped short of claiming Iran's nuclear program has been obliterated. But that did not stop Trump from posting on Truth Social. Israel just stated that the nuclear sites were obliterated. Interestingly, the White House released the statement on behalf of an Israeli security agency almost half an hour before Israeli Prime Minister's office released it to the media.
Trump administration is treating the leak of an initial Pentagon battle damage assessment as an act of sabotage, launching an aggressive campaign to discredit the report as preliminary, inaccurate and already outdated. The FBI has launched an investigation into the breach. The administration also plans to limit sharing classified information with Congress to crack down on leakers.
CIA Director John Ratcliffe cited a new body of credible intelligence, including historically reliable sources and methods, that shows Iran's nuclear program have been severely damaged.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, whom Trump criticized just last week over her Iran assessment to Congress, said that she said this on Wednesday, that new intelligence confirms that Iran's nuclear facilities have been destroyed and will take years to rebuild.
Another key question raised by experts is whether Iran moved out some 400 kilograms of enriched uranium, before the US strikes. Talking to Fox News, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called these reports false.